The best camera today. Apple was once a leader in smartphone camera technology. However, they have been overtaken by rivals in the last few years. Google Pixel, Huawei P30 Pro all have superior points in processing power or night mode. Apple is determined to improve, and their efforts on the iPhone 11 Pro bring superior quality over the iPhone XS, according to The Verge. The news site says that when compared directly to Google Pixel 3 and Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus, the iPhone 11 Pro wins the most photography challenges. Photos from the iPhone 11 are much sharper, much more detailed. I think the iPhone 11 does a lot better than the Pixel 3, and is more natural than the way Note 10 handles, said The Verge editor Neelay Patel. Consider. According to Apple, they have improved the 10-bit image processing and Smart HDR mode on the iPhone 11. As a result, the photos are commented with natural colors, retain more details than rivals. The new wide-angle lens on the iPhone 11 also received a lot of praise, for bringing a new angle to the phone. However, the quality of the new lens is not really superior. According to Tom's Guide, wide-angle photos from the iPhone 11 Pro bring natural colors, but not as sharp as the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Night mode on iPhone 11 is also appreciated. According to Tom's Guide, night mode in iPhone 11 for photos in more detailed Galaxy Note 10 Plus. The Pixel 3 had brighter photos, but the iPhone scored better for handling images in harmony, naturally, and was more like night photos. Apple has another feature still in development, called Deep Fusion. This is not a shooting mode, but an update to handle low-light photos better. They said this feature will be updated in the near future. The most mentioned battery. Better battery life is a factor that many reviews put to the top. On the iPhone 11 generation, Apple decided to sacrifice the thinness and lightness of the device to integrate a larger capacity battery. As a result, both the iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max versions significantly improve the usage time. I have been using the iPhone 11 Pro Max daily for the past week and have always reached about 12 to 14 hours of use on a single charge, and by the end of the day it will tell me about 10 hours to open the screen. That's a huge improvement, compared to the 8 to 10 hours I have on the XS Max. That's not enough for me to stop charging my phone during the working day, and I definitely still have to carry a spare battery when away. However, the battery has improved a lot, better than most Android phones I've used, commented The Verge. Thanks to a more efficient A13 processor and a new screen, along with a bigger battery, the iPhone 11 Pro Max lasted longer than an hour in our battery review, authored Tom's Guide. After a whole day of using a lot, including making calls, using maps and taking lots of photos, iPhones still have at least 30% of their sleep time. With the same reviews on the iPhone X 2 years ago, the battery was still low. About 15%, said New York Times correspondent Brian Chen. The reviews also do not forget to mention the fast charging of the iPhone 11. Although behind many competitors, it is necessary for Apple to equip fast charging in the box of the Pro devices. The real miracles happen in life. After more than a decade of putting the 5W charger in the box, the iPhone Pro has 18W fast charging. They help charge 0 to 50% in 30 minutes, correspondent Joanna Stern of WSJ commented. Apple's USB-C charger is not the smallest or the most beautiful on the market, but any charger is better than the 5-watt charger they've kept in the box for years, says The Verge's Neelay Patel. Said. Old design, nice screen. iPhone 11 has little difference in appearance compared to the previous generation. The similarity caused TechRadar's review team to even reset the wrong smartphone during the test. The notable differences are the camera cluster and the back. Material on the back of the iPhone 11 has changed, with frosted glass for a very different feeling to touch and use. This glass greatly reduces fingerprints, and feels like an upgrade, says Gareth Beavis of TechRadar. The iPhone 11 Pro's screen is called with a very long name, Super Retina XDR. The screen quality is also improved, higher brightness, better dynamic range, HDR, visibility. This is evident when watching movies that support Dolby Vision, such as John Wick 3. The iPhone 11 Pro displayed very well even when compared directly to the Note 10's excellent screen, the author of The Verge commented. Removing the 3D Touch feature that existed on the iPhone 4 last year also brought a little regret. However, thanks to this feature, Apple can integrate a larger battery for the new iPhone, and that can be considered a trade-off. The A13 chip is strong, but iOS 13 has issues. The iPhone has been leading the processor performance for several years now, but Apple still knows how to help users recognize performance changes. The difference is most evident in video editing applications. Compared to rivals Android, the new iPhone is still superior. In Asphalt 9, iPhone 11 Pro Max loads in less than 4 seconds, while Galaxy Note 10 Plus takes 8 seconds. Mortal Kombat also loads a few seconds faster on iPhone 11 Pro Max, the article by Tom's Guide said. However, The Verge review suggests that the iOS version 13.0 that is installed on iPhones that are sent has too many bugs. It is possible that the updated iOS 13.1 version, released at the end of September, will help fix these errors. iOS 13.0 has a lot of flaws. I noticed a lot of small bugs, exiting the application in a week of evaluation. There are many new features on iOS 13, but Apple is obviously trying too hard to launch a version. I think waiting a bit more for a bug fix version will not cost anything, author Neelay Patel of The Verge commented. Excellent equipment, but not necessarily worth upgrading. Despite the general perception that the iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max have drastically improved the camera and battery, many reviews suggest that the Pro Max may not be worth the money. The iPhone 11 version is cheap and the experience is not too inferior to be the most recommended device. The highest version of the Pro Max costs $1,449, and that's a lot more for a phone than a $699 iPhone 11, except for better telephoto photography, The Verge said. Comment. If you really love photography and can spend more than $1,000 on the best phone, the Pro will be suitable for you. However, don't be jealous if the next year's iPhone, more likely to have a link 5G connection, making this year's iPhone obsolete, commented Joanna Stern of WSJ. The iPhone 11 Pro Max is really the best iPhone available today. However, thinking back, we couldn't point out anything really new except the camera and video recording capabilities, said TechRadar author comment. Contrary to comments on the iPhone XS Max in 2018, the reviews shared that the iPhone 11 Pro is the more expensive iPhone in the Pro Duo, because it is cheaper than the Pro Max but much improved compared to the iPhone XS. With the improved camera and battery, iPhone 11 Pro is a significant upgrade compared to the XS, The Verge said. The 5.8-inch size of the iPhone XS makes it lightweight, and the camera quality is still very good. I like this year's iPhone 11 Pro, because the battery is good enough for all-day use, CNET concluded.